is going on, guys? PokeLiv here, and whether you've been playing Animal Crossing New Horizons for years now or you're just getting started, don't worry, this video is for you. And if you've been playing for years, it's easy to get a little bored in the game. Trust me, I get it, I've been there, but don't worry, there's always new things to uncover in the game. And if you are new, welcome. This video is also for you. There is so much to uncover. Let's get into it, guys. Coming in at number 1, your ABD machine. So if you head into your residence center or you have another one on your island, guys, make sure you're checking in with it every single day. Whether you just go up to it, you see this little select from the options here, just open it and then sign off. That gives you Nook miles, which help you in the game. And they do add up. I mean, 50 a day, if you play all the time, you're gonna rack up some serious Nook miles. So don't miss out on that opportunity. Be going to that ABD machine every single time you play. Now, speaking of Nook Mile tickets, if you are getting your daily miles, you can buy Nook Mile tickets with them, and you can travel to an island as many times as you want, as long as you have your ticket. So here's something that I have talked about in a previous video, but so many of you guys didn't know it existed that I had to highlight it again. Shake all of the trees when you do travel to a Nook Mile island. Now, please be holding a net so that you can avoid the sting, but you are guaranteed a piece of furniture or some type of really cool item on every single island. If you shake every tree, one of them will have it. And in this video, it was not easy for me to find one. It was the very last tree, but it was worth it. I got a cool little bingo wheel out of it. So just something that I think is really worth knowing that I know a lot of you guys aren't utilizing. So now when you're in your resident center, utilize the lost item box, because these can just have, you know, items that you can sell to make some bells, but they might also have some really cool items in it, like the Nova Light. I love those. I have them all throughout my island. So it just helps with the creative side of the game, like this plasma ball. I don't even know what a plasma ball is, but when I placed it, I was like, this thing's really freaking cool. So it can definitely help you with some build ideas and just kind of decorate your house, decorate your island. So make sure you check for some pretty cool items in there. Now, speaking of making a little extra cash in the game, make sure you guys are hitting your rocks every single day. I know it can be kind of tedious, especially if you're past the crafting stage, but one of them will be a money rock. And if you dig 2 little holes behind you, you can have really clean hits with that axe. So you're able to get all 8 items, which, I mean, it's a good amount of bells. It's definitely worth it, especially newcomers to the game when you really need bells in here. This is going to be super helpful. Those rocks are just great. And if you don't need the items that you got, you can also just sell them for more bells. Now, if you like a little bit of a scavenger hunt, you also are guaranteed 1 DIY, aka your message in a bottle every single day. So if you're running along your beaches, collecting shells, just cleaning up everything, make sure you grab that DIY. And if you do happen to know it already, you can also sell it, but there's just so many DIYs in the game that you do want to be collecting these so that you can craft all of the cool things in the game. Now, shout out to my comment section. You guys are always hitting me with new things that I did not know. So I've talked about the little yellow bird, and yes, I did want to see how close I could get to him before he said, you know what, you're freaking me out. But that little yellow bird and the owl at night, they appear when you have a new bulletin board message. That makes total sense. I just thought they were always there chilling, but it actually is a sign that you have some new notifications. So go ahead, pull those up, and you can see what's new on your island or what is to come. So this next pointer here, and shout out to that lost item box for getting me this really cute little workbench. I honestly did not have one before, but people say that if you craft an item, it sells more than if you just get the item another way in the game, whether you use a treasure island, I say that really quietly, or you just get it from someone. They claim crafted items just sell for more bells, so you already know your girl had to put it to the test here. I moved the one kettle bell in the bottom corner so I knew which was which. So the one from storage is coming in at 3,000 bells, and then the one that I crafted is also 3,000 bells. So guys, this is not true. Whoever started this rumor, I don't know if it was just the item that I chose here, but this should have been a pretty good item. Iron sells for a lot, so this does not work. So if you are just crafting your items, yes, it is something to do. It is fun, but if you are looking for more of a profit, some other things that we talked about in this video might be a better option for you. Now, my last thing for this video is going to be interacting with your residents. It is something to do and it is timely. If you like all of your residents, I like all of mine except for one of them. So if you want them to stay, especially those more rare villagers, make sure that you interact with them every single day. They are less likely to want to leave, although sometimes no matter what you do, some just want to go and you got to keep making them stay. And I cannot be more excited to say I found Raymond. I did find him on a stream, so guys, go ahead and check that out. I did put the times when I found him. You can see what his outside of the house looks like. So this is the inside. It's really cool. He's a cool character, but my point is talk to your characters, especially if you want them to stay. It will give you something to do, I promise. So that is going to wrap this video up. As always, please drop a comment. Let me know if you found this video helpful, if you plan to utilize any of the things that I talked about here. Maybe it'll help some of your boredom, give you something to do, or if you're new, maybe these tips helped you out. I want to hear your guys' feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.